Let's begin.
Here we go! Hi, everybody!
Start the insanity.
You are not worried, are you?
Me? No.
Well, we're waiting.
Hello and welcome to Super Media All-Stars. We are a weekly podcast and tonight we are talking about movies. We got a very special episode tonight because we're doing a one-on-one. I'm your host, John Harris, and tonight I am joined by Jake Boston.
Yeah, the special one-on-one episode is about the Meg.
The Meg.
Is the Meg gonna be a giant piece of megalodung? We'll find out.
Megalodung. I like that. That was nice.
I couldn't think of a positive one, so I was like, megalodung, sure.
Yeah, that works. I mean, we'll get into little details later about that.
It's no fluff or guff.
Yeah, no fluff or guff.
Nope.
But, so, before we dive hardcore into that movie, Jake, what's the watching been like lately for you?
3 new movies are on my list.
Okay.
The first one is called The Voices.
I don't even remember what that is.
It has Ryan Reynolds and Anna Kendrick. I think those are the 2 main people. Jenna Arterton, if you know who she is. It's really fucking weird. It's I don't know what to say that isn't a spoiler for this movie.
Really?
I have the steelbook for it, and the steelbook spoils everything.
Really?
But it only spoils it once you open the steelbook up. It's crazy.
So you pull the disc out immediately and not look.
Yeah, well, the main steelbook, it looks like a fridge.
Okay.
And it shows like the place where he works on it. It's just like, okay, whatever. But you open up the fridge, and there's a major spoiler in this movie that's inside of his fridge, and it shows you in the steelbook. So spoilers for The Voices. You open up the steelbook, and you see 2 severed heads in there.
Oh boy.
Except they look like they're alive and energetic, and one of them's Anna Kendrick, and one of them is the other girl, Jenna Arterton. And it's just like, okay, what's going on here?
Yikes.
So you watch it, and yeah, it's fucked up. It's a little fucked up.
This must be some kind of low budget indie film.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. It was made in 2014, so right before he started doing Deadpool. I think was that 2014 or 15? I can't remember.
It's close.
I think he made this before Deadpool, but it was really close. I give us 2.5 stars because usually I like stuff that goes like this fucked up, but it played a weird line, and I don't know. It had I can't say a lot of things about it without spoiling it. That's the hard part.
On a scale of popularity, did it deserve a steelbook?
This is a steelbook from Europe, so the European steelbooks have like every single movie released.
Right.
That's where I get the majority of mine because
Gotcha.
America kind of sucks with that.
It's Best Buy or Europe, pretty much.
Oh, steelbook deal of the week.
What?
Best Buy. You can buy X-Men movies for $9 each.
Nice.
Yeah, I bought like all 5 of them because I didn't have any of them besides Apocalypse.
Is there not a steelbook collection for the original 3?
Oh, that's what I got.
Did you?
Yep.
I want like all 3 in one steelbook.
Oh, why would you want that?
I don't know. That likes the original trilogy.
No, you want each movie to have its own steelbook.
If you want to eat some shelf space.
Yeah, I have enough shelf space. I want my shelf to look pretty. You know what really bugs me now that we're talking about this?
Yeah, what's that?
Jurassic Park came out with one to where they had like the Jurassic Park trilogy and Jurassic World, even though Fallen Kingdom just came out and it's not going to be part of that set.
Yep.
I hate it when they fucking do sets like that. Like Predator just came out with a 3-disc one, Predator, Predator 2, and Predators. But the Predator is coming out next month, and it's not going to be part of that set, so they're going to make another fucking set.
And for all we know, they could make another Predator if this one does good.
Yeah, I hate buying sets. Just for that reason only. Like, one of the only sets that I bought, and it's because I found it super cheap, was Harry Potter. It had 7 movies in it. It had Deathly Hallows Part 1, but not Part 2.
But even then... Oh, yeah, that's pretty bad.
That's pretty bad.
That's pretty bad.
It's just one set, and then Deathly Hallows Part 2 right next to it. And it bugs the fuck out of me on my shelf.
I don't know, maybe you can correct me, but I've seen the Harry Potter 8-film collection, but it wasn't a steelbook. It was like a complete set. Like a little book.
They have, like, the holy grail of steelbooks for me, for the Harry Potter. Like, I want to buy it, but it's so expensive.
What is it?
Best Buy had it, like, 2 years ago, and it was, like, $120, so I didn't get it. But... it comes like with its own shelving. Like it's 8 individual steelbooks, and they have really cool artwork, kind of like the books in Harry Potter do.
Sure.
And it has its own like little creases. It comes in a box.
Okay.
It comes in a box, and you can just pull them out just like you would a shelf, It looks so fucking amazing, and I want it so bad, but it's sold out like crazy.
Of course.
You can't buy them in Best Buys anymore, and they sell for way more than $120 now.
Play on eBay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm just fucked forever.
The other one I wanted to mention, as far as my viewing, is I've checked out like my first episode of Bob Burgers in like 5 years.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
One of my favorite cartoons out right now. It's that and Rick and Morty, and they're pretty much tied for how much I love them.
Because Danielle and I sat down and unwinding, and I asked her, "Want to watch an episode of Rick and Morty?" She's like, "No, I'm in more of a mood for kind of a subtle comedy."
Good.
And she popped in Bob's Burgers.
If you want the Seinfeld, an animated version of Seinfeld, it's Bob's Burgers.
Is it? Because I watched the episode where one of the little girls gets in-school suspension.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know, it's kind of like The Simpsons. It's kind of family humor.
It's better than The Simpsons.
Is it, though?
Yes. Far and beyond. Especially like newer episodes of The Simpsons, Bob's Burgers is way better.
And the voice acting from the kids is just so weird. It barely fits at all. Maybe I'm not used to it yet.
I guess not. I've loved... Did you ever watch Home Movies when it was out?
Oh, yeah.
It's from the same creator.
Right.
There's a lot of the same voice cast in there.
Is there?
Yeah.
Yeah, the little girl with glasses, it's clearly a man.
Tina?
Is that what it is?
That's her name,
Yeah?
yes.
Okay, I don't know any of their names.
You need to watch more episodes, man.
Yeah, she swears by it, and like for me, it's like a few chuckles here and there.
So Danielle likes it, and you
Danielle
don't?
loves Bob's Burgers.
Danielle got you sucked into Star Trek. She needs to do the same thing with Bob's Burgers.
Ugh.
Yeah. Did you hear that? Is it Jean-Luc Picard? Is he coming back to Discovery, or is he getting his own show?
Patrick Stewart is reprising his role.
Yeah.
And I think I read that he's getting the continuation of that character's story. So maybe like his elder years.
But it's not in Discovery. It's its own little thing.
Its own little thing.
So there's going to be 2 Star Trek shows back to back.
4.
4 shows?
CBS signed for 4 Star Trek shows.
Oh my god, they are desperate to have people get CBS All Access.
Well, I think Discovery's going to do... Discovery was, as you know, I thought it was good.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be a second season, which they talked about shortly at the Comic-Con here.
Sure.
But I bet you they do some kind of animated thing, because they tried that once, didn't work, but maybe it's a new environment, they try again.
Mm-hmm.
And pretty much play on people's nostalgia.
I have CBS All Access.
Do ya?
Big Brother live feeds, baby!
Oh, jeez. Worth it, right?
My wife's paying for it, so yeah.
Oh, really?
She got really into it this season.
Huh.
Yeah.
Because that's extra content you don't get from the regular syndicated show.
Yeah, and it's uncensored, and it's fucking good.
Ugh.
Yeah, if you want to hear him curse and fuck and everything, there you go, All Access.
No, other than Star Trek and that, what else is on CBS All Access? Like
Big Bang reruns.
and
Magnum PI, who the fuck cares?
60-minute reruns?
I hope not, my god.
That'd be so great.
Yeah, it's probably on there, for sure. I have 2 more movies.
Oh, yeah, go ahead.
I have, one is called The Legacy of a White-Tailed Deer Hunter, and it's the new movie from Danny McBride and Jody Hill. They're the guys who made Eastbound and Down and Vice Principals.
Okay,
and
yeah.
That whole game. Observe and Report is like one of the most criminally underrated comedies in the past 10 years.
Do you think so?
It's so fucking dark, and I love it. Like, that's a comedy where it's so dark that it's amazing. The voices are just, like, confusing as to why this movie's even made.
Sure.
But White-Tailed Deer Hunter is probably the weakest of their movies, just because it's their shtick, but it's, like, in the wilderness, and there's some really funny parts. Like, we live in Iowa, and my family is big into hunting.
Sure.
So growing up, my dad would always watch these really stupid fucking outdoor videos to where, like, this guy, all he did was, I'm going down the country and I'm ready to shoot and I see a deer and I'm getting a boner. Like, all that dumb shit.
That's how it goes.
It's so dumb. And, like, the first 5 minutes of this opens up with, like, a spoof of that, but it's, like, exactly how it goes. And the main actor in here is Josh Brolin, and he plays the hunter.
Okay.
So this year, Josh Brolin has been Thanos, Cable, and now Deer Hunter guy.
Hell of a year for that guy.
Yeah.
Hell of a year.
Yeah. This movie's only on Netflix.
Okay.
So I think it played at South by Southwest, and then they bought it up.
Wow.
And, this movie's good. It's got some good moments. Jody Hill and Danny McBride, their formula, you can definitely, like, see its age because they do the same thing over and over again.
Yeah.
And it's just like, here's this thing that we do in this setting. And this time it's in the woods, and their main goal. It's Josh Brolin and his kid, and it's his kid's first time hunting, and he really wants to have his kid shoot a deer.
Sure.
Because Josh Brolin is this outdoorsman guy who has his own TV show, and he travels the world to try to just see wildlife everywhere. Danny McBride plays the cameraman.
Oh boy.
So that's the only reason why he's really there.
Sure.
But yeah, I don't know. I gave it a 3 out of 5. It's okay. If you're into hunting, I would say watch it. Or if you have relatives that are into hunting, it's very relatable. I would say watch it. Give it a shot.
And it's a comedy.
It's a comedy for sure. Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Yikes. Huh.
And,
Josh Brolin doing comedy. I mean,
he's the best part of the movie.
is he?
He does a really good job. Yeah.
Who's the kid? Anybody?
I have no idea who the
No
kid is.
idea? Okay.
No, but nobody kid.
Nobody kid.
Yeah. And speaking of comedies,
Yeah.
this one is a humdinger.
Oh boy.
I rewatched Coneheads.
Ugh. How'd that hold up?
This is one of like my guilty pleasure movies.
Is it?
SNL. I love SNL.
Okay.
And this movie is fucking crazy because I haven't seen this movie since I was in high school. So I'm like, I wonder if this holds up or not.
Right.
And it was randomly on Showtime, so I just gave it a shot. And the guest cameos in this, I'll just read them off because it's ridiculous. Chris Farley plays like a main role, but there's Ellen DeGeneres, and she's like this swimming teacher. She's in it for like 2 minutes. It's great. Drew Carey.
Wow.
And he's in it for like 30 seconds. Phil Hartman, Sinbad, Tom Arnold, Eddie Griffin, Adam Sandler, Michael McKean, Jason Alexander, and David Spade.
Wow.
Like, all of those people play little titular roles, and they're amazing.
Was this a Lorne Michaels film? Because it was like around SNL time?
Yep, I think this is right after Wayne's World hit it big. So they're like, okay, what's another movie that we can make off of SNL? It's going to be big, whatever we do.
Right.
And they decided to pick Coneheads.
Yeah. If I remember the original skits, they weren't that funny.
Well, they were from the 70s.
Right.
And then they're like, oh, okay, 20 years or 15 years later, let's just make a movie out of it. It's very weird. And this movie is like skit after skit after skit. Just kind of stapled together with like a family unit main plot. The story is kind of garbage. And the last third is really fucking bad. Where they go to like the Coneheads' home planet. Yeah. I hate that part. But I
barely remember that.
Where like the monster is like a claymation monster.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yikes.
I like SNL. If you like SNL, go see it. I gave this one a 3 out of 5 too, just because some of the skits are really fucking funny, and all of the guests that they have, like a lot of the people, made it big, and all of them were in Coneheads for some fucking reason.
So that sparks the question, because I had to Google this. Okay. Because you triggered something.
Sure.
What do you think are, in your personal opinion, the best SNL produced movie?
I can give you a top 5 right now.
Can you? Let's see it.
Number 1, Wayne's World.
Okay.
Number 2, Blues Brothers.
Okay.
Number 3, MacGruber. Have you seen MacGruber?
No, but I think that's the last one they did.
I think it is too. Which is a fucking shame because it made no money, and that was one of the, that was another experience in the movie theater where I was the only person there. But MacGruber is so fucking funny. Very underrated.
I need to see it.
Let's see here. I guess I have a top 3 right off of my head. Then Coneheads is maybe 5 or 6.
I got a list in front of me if you want to hear it.
Oh, yeah, please.
So I got Blues Brothers.
Yep.
Wayne's World.
Classic.
Coneheads. Wayne's World 2.
Very underrated. I like Wayne's World 2.
Yeah?
Yeah.
It's Pat, which I'm not familiar with.
Fucking horrible. Never watch it.
Don't watch it?
No, it's like a girl that's... It's Pat, because it's a boy or a girl and you never quite know.
Gotcha. Who's the main star?
It's a girl.
Is it?
Yeah.
From SNL?
Yeah.
Huh.
It was a big skit. Like, it's just this boy-girl in, like, this blue and white checkered shirt, and he's like... Oh, yeah. It's so... horrible movie.
We have, Stuart Saves His Family.
Another bad movie. Remember Stuart? Where he looks in the mirror like...
Yeah.
Gosh darn it, people like me.
Yeah, that's it.
Mm-hmm. I don't know why a fucking movie was made out of it. The movie's horrible. I've seen every SNL movie.
Blues Brothers 2000.
Barf. Garbage pile. That's probably the second worst. I would say Stuart is the worst.
Oh, hang on. I don't have the list yet.
Okay.
A Night at the Roxbury.
It's okay. It's a very mediocre movie.
I like the skits better.
Yeah, definitely.
Superstar, which is okay.
It's a forgettable movie.
Yeah. Molly Shannon at her best, maybe.
No.
The Ladies' Man, which probably shouldn't exist.
No, that movie is also garbage.
And then lastly, MacGruber.
Oh, MacGruber's so good.
Yeah. Okay, since I got these stats in front of me, this is just fun to look at. What do you think scored the best out of those movies for Rotten Tomatoes?
Blues Brothers.
Yeah, 1980. Yep.
I was gonna say Blues Brothers is a really fucking good movie.
What do you think's number 2?
Wayne's World.
Yeah. And number 3? Number 3. Oh,
Wayne's World 2?
yeah, you're right. Wayne's World 2.
That's what I kind of figured.
And next is
MacGruber's 4?
yeah.
Because it's really good.
Apparently.
I'd probably go Wayne's World, Blues Brothers, MacGruber, Wayne's World 2, Coneheads. That's probably my top 5.
Wayne's World made the most money worldwide out of these movies.
That's why, like, from 93 to 99, there were, like, 6 fucking SNL movies.
Yeah.
Because they cost a dick to make.
Right.
And if one catches fire like Wayne's World does, it's like a no-brainer to keep on going and trying.
What strikes me is that Chris Farley never got an SNL movie.
He was in a couple of them. Like
He was.
He was in Wayne's World 2 and he was in Coneheads.
But his most noticeable roles in Tommy Boy and Black Sheep, like those weren't SNL movies.
Yeah, but they're still like Lorne Michaels productions.
Were they?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Alright, Jake, let's get into this main portion of our show, and it's going to be something.
I'm ready to take a bite out of the Meg.
Heyo, because that is what we're talking about. We're talking about the Meg. Jake, we saw it premiere night Thursday with Danielle and Brent, who couldn't join us tonight, but we got some thoughts for them too. This is a shark movie, or better yet, as you've seen from the trailers, it's a megalodon.
A megalodon.
What did you expect going into this movie?
Going into it, I didn't expect a lot. I kind of figured, like, from the marketing and everything, it was going to be on, like, the... kind of like what Piranha was.
Oof.
Like, just a dumb, stupid movie that didn't really need to exist, but it's fun enough that you can watch it if you're drunk.
Sure.
Like, that's exactly what I thought the Meg was going to be.
That's how you felt when you... Now, how did you feel when you walked out?
I thought that it tried really hard to be serious. Like, half of the movie was very serious, half of the movie was dumb Piranha stuff.
Sure.
And it's weird that both of these... like, it felt like 2 scripts that were fighting against each other. A little bit. Like, there's this side to where they're trying to make Jason Statham have, like, this love arc. And it's weird, and there's character development, and it just seems like this character study of a movie. And then they go to this shark part, and it's just this giant shark, and they're trying to kill it. And then crazy things happen. It's a very weird movie.
I'm right along the same lines, because I thought for sure this was going to be a straight-up dumb action flick.
Yeah.
Which we'll get into a little bit later. But, like I said, I think I was kind of confused on which direction I wanted to go.
Mm-hmm.
It was very serious at points, and then other point, like, it was very serious, and other times it was like, well, that's what I was expecting. This moment right here, but never really identified a certain tone that it was trying to develop, because any developing leads, like you suggested, were just kind of lost among the shenanigans that happen in this movie.
Yep, I think we're both in agreement on that.
Yeah, let's talk about the story so far that we've seen from the trailers. It's not much. It's really not. What you see from the trailer is pretty much what you're going to get in this movie. If you like Jason Statham versus a giant shark, maybe you'll enjoy this movie.
There's a part towards the end that was very enjoyable for me.
Yeah?
And I wish there was way more of that craziness. But there's really not. Like, this movie's just weird. Like, it's built for 2 different audiences, and it doesn't please either.
And I can't remember for the life of me any breakout laughter as far as our audience or...
You can't?
I can't.
There were some really dumb jokes that the movie even paused for laughter, and there was these fucking chuckle fucks up in the balcony, like the nosebleed seats that were laughing. It's just like they only go to one movie a year, and this year they decided to go to the Meg.
And that's pretty much... There is an audience for giant animal movies.
Yeah.
And maybe we got grouped in with those guys. Maybe.
The theater was maybe a third full.
Maybe.
That's being generous.
Yeah. As with a giant animal movie, there's going to be some action.
Oh, yeah.
There wasn't enough of it for me in this movie, actually. How do you feel?
Yeah, it's very jump scare heavy.
Which was actually kind of, well, not too surprising.
Disappointing.
Yeah, for
is
sure.
what I would say.
Yeah.
Like, for a giant fucking shark, you can definitely sneak up on people like crazy.
Yeah.
Makes no fucking sense at all.
And there's some confusing plot points with actually what's going on with this shark. We'll get into a bit later. But I was like, wait a minute, what? How did this happen?
Mm-hmm.
Just if you're not gonna see this movie, stay tuned for the spoilers because we got some things to say.
Yeah, and honestly, we shouldn't we're gonna have a spoiler section, but there are some things to spoil. But for this movie, it shouldn't really matter because if you know everything about this movie and we explain everything, you'd still want to go and see it because there are some really cool parts that we're gonna talk about.
Right, and the things that we'll talk about actually look the best when you see it, but you might get a good vibe from how we talk about it.
Exactly.
Part of that is, actually what surprised me, Jake, we talked about this, the CG is actually not that bad. It's pretty good for this movie.
Surprisingly good. Like, normally I'm the one who bitches about CG.
Yeah.
And I could not find, a single bad part of CGI in this movie. I was shocked. The shark looks amazing. He always looks like he's a presence, and he's there, and he's intimidating. And it's just very well done.
Even for obviously this movie's going to deal with deep sea exploration. There's some other obviously creatures of the depths that they explore. All look really good, and they play with some sci-fi settings and some really cool action pieces. But all of it just blends very well for this monster movie.
Yeah, and I'm guessing the reason why it looks so good is because this movie costs so fucking much to make.
Which we'll get into the review section. I'm not sure if it's gonna get its budget back.
We'll talk about that later, but oh, woof. I don't know how this movie costs this much.
Yeah, well, probably because of the CG. Let's do a cast rundown. We got an all-star cast here to work with. Jake.
Yeah, John.
Is Jason Statham good in anything?
I loved him in this.
This is my first movie I've actually seen with Jason Statham. The whole movie.
As the lead?
As the lead.
Okay.
But I haven't actually seen him in Fast and Furious. I never saw him in Crank. What are the movies he's known for?
You haven't seen Crank?
I haven't seen Crank.
Oh my, you're missing out, bud.
Is his acting always like this?
Yes, he's the exact same thing in any movie he's in.
I didn't like
Jason
it.
Statham.
I didn't like it.
Oh my god.
His accent's fine.
Okay.
But he's got this, I don't know, undeserved suave to him that they definitely play upon in this movie.
Oh, it's not undeserved.
Isn't it?
No, it's Jason Statham. That's just what he is. He's just this suave motherfucker of a man.
Yeah, he plays a character, Jonas Taylor, which...
His name being Jonas is so shitty.
Because they say it so much in this movie.
Well, no, the biblical sense of Jonas.
Oh, I didn't
and
think
he's
about
battling
that.
a whale, a giant underwater beast. Barf.
Megalodon.
I'm guessing when the people wrote the script for this, they thought they were so clever naming Jonas. I was so mad.
Yeah.
I was so mad.
I'm going to apologize because there's some names on here that I really can't pronounce.
I can name the actress.
Can you?
She has an awesome name, yeah.
Go for it.
Li Bingbing.
Li Bingbing, and she plays a character named Suyin Zhang. She is a scientist. You probably see her in the trailer. She's got a little girl we'll get into later, but she's okay.
Yeah, from the type of studying I did before the podcast, she's really big in China. This movie makes sense that they would have a lot of Chinese actors because this movie was a 50-50 partnership. Half of it was in the U.S., half of it was Chinese.
That's true.
So that's why, this movie takes place in Shanghai. I think it's where it takes place.
Yeah, Indian Agency, I think. Something
Yeah.
Like that. Yeah.
And there's this, every place they go has a very heavy Chinese reference. This movie reminded me a lot of Skyscraper just because of that.
Oh, sure.
Just they are placed in this setting, and they can be placed anywhere, so it's fine that they're there. But it's weird that the only reason why they're there is because China paid them a lot of money.
Which, for the movie, it works.
Yeah, no, the movie, it's fine. It's just, I don't know. It always feels weird when they just, I know that there's this, the only reason why they're there is because of financial reasons, and that's it.
Right.
But technically, in the movie, it doesn't matter.
To get us back on track here, we had Rainn Wilson from The Office coming in as Jack Morris.
I liked him quite a bit in this.
He played, the role he played was really good.
His character is the only character who realizes what movie he's in.
Pretty much, and plays with it.
Yeah, like he's this swarmy billionaire type.
Right.
Like,
Which is another trope, but it's fine.
yeah, the only reason why he's there is because he has money, and nobody really likes the main reason why he's there.
Another person we had here was Ruby Rose, coming as Jax Hurd.
God, speaking of the actor doing the same thing over and over again.
Ruby Rose.
That's all she does, is just like the computer hacker type. And she only has one face.
Yeah, and it's an easy trope that she filled.
She's the same thing in John Wick Chapter 2.
Yeah.
She's the same thing in Triple X 3.
Oh, yeah.
She did some okay acting in Orange is the New Black.
And that was kind of slightly different to her point. But
Yeah. But, like, yeah, you could put anybody in here, but I didn't mind her in this role, I guess. There's one scene in particular that was, like, cringeworthy. But we'll talk about
I can think of more than that one.
Just more than one?
Yeah. All right, bear with us, audience, because there's a lot of these people are pretty much nobody.
Unnecessary characters.
Yeah, so Winston Chow is Dr. Minwei Zhang, the father, the runner of this, the leader of this group of scientists exploring the deep depths of the sea.
Yeah, he didn't do much for me. In
Oh
this
boy,
movie.
what another trope.
Yeah.
What another horrible trope. Cliff Curtis as James Mackerides, the best friend of Jason Statham.
I know I've seen him in other stuff, but he was so forgettable in this movie for me. He was okay, but he had nothing to do.
Pretty much, he just had a few lines. He was there for Jason Statham.
Yeah, I honestly can't think of any reason why he's in this movie other than to bring Jason Statham like to the main compound.
Right. That's it. Pretty much.
And then the rest of the movie, he's just like, he sometimes talks to Jason Statham when they sometimes meet each other, and that's it. Like, he doesn't do dick.
Yeah. This one, I know you guys have ragged on me before about child actors.
Okay.
But this one is so bad.
So bad?
Yes.
I liked her.
Did you?
John. Why is she bad?
Shuya Sophia Kai as Mei Ying. It was so action trope child disgustingness.
She was cute. That's what she's supposed to be.
Is she cute?
Okay, if you want to see bad child actors, Andy's brought this up, see Skyscraper. Those children were god-awful.
Worse than this?
She can have a scene with Jason Statham and not feel out of place. I will say that. She holds her own.
Oh, I thought literally they just ripped a line from any 90s kid adult movie and put it with this girl.
She's a cute little girl, John. And she does what she's supposed to do. Be cute.
What she call him, like, crazy? And she goes tee-hee and runs away?
She does not go tee-hee!
Pretty much, that's what it felt like.
Like, she was bad when, like, the part in the trailer to where, like, the Meg bites the glass. Like, she was mad in that. She was bad in that part. But that's the only part to where she was bad for me.
Well, we'll go into spoilers. I'll give you some scenes.
Okay, I can't wait.
Yeah. Like I said, we got some more nobodies here. Robert Taylor's Dr. Heller.
He was the worst.
Yeah, that was.
He was the worst part of this movie for me. I don't even care if this is a spoiler or not. I'm just gonna go out and say it right now. When he thought Jason Statham went crazy, and that's his only thing in the entire movie. He's like,
oh yeah.
Oh no, he got like sea dementia, or whatever the fuck he did. He went absolutely crazy. He killed 3 people. Even though like there were this part's spoilers. I'll stop right here. But that's all this guy did.
Pretty well. Then he serves a purpose at the end, which is a trope cop out at its best.
Not needed at all. Very, very lame. That's all I can say. Like, this character is horrible.
Right. I don't know who this is, but I'm gonna butcher it. Alator Dari Alvason as the Wall.
What?
Who is the Wall?
The Wall.
Was he the guy, the scientist with the glasses?
He has to be.
Okay.
He has to be.
Yeah.
Because the other 2 people are not him, and we haven't talked about him yet, so...
Right. So listeners, there's 2 scientists that serve as background characters, surprise, in this movie. He's one of them, not important.
I would say he's like the secondary comedic relief person.
He does something, our next character does something in this movie, but it's not great. And that's... It's the guy from Heroes.
Is it that guy?
It is.
He looks a lot like him, but he's like heavier now.
Yeah, the character's name is Toshi.
Masaoka?
Yeah, I know him as the guy from Heroes, pretty
Yeah.
much. Alright. Since we got through that nice pile of...
That was a lot.
Yeah, AAA Hollywood actors and actresses, let's go ahead and jump into the spoiler section.
Da 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 da
Jaws.
Chomp.
Chomp, chomp.
Street Sharks.
That'd be a good one.
We should do Street Sharks.
Yeah. Okay, so if you are with us still, we're entering the spoilers, which won't be much, so stick with us. You can jump ahead to the review section if you want to avoid any major plot twists this movie may have. But, Jake, let's just go ahead and jump ahead.
Okay.
This movie, the most enjoyable part I think we both agree on is pretty much the third act, the last part of this film.
Best part of this film.
Best part, for sure.
Yeah.
If you need to be recapping the story, pretty much they discover the Megalodon causes trouble, and it's heading towards civilization. Then the movie starts to pick up really from there.
Mm-hmm.
Which was kind of what we were all wanting to see in a Megalodon shark disaster movie, right?
Definitely.
Did you get enough of it in the third act?
Yeah, but after getting all that stuff in the third act, it made me really mad that I didn't get it before then.
Yeah, because, I mean, I feel like there wasn't enough blood? Or
yeah, I mean, it's
death?
It's PG-13, that's why. I mean, I would say there's enough death, but
You
it
think
wasn't
so?
it wasn't satisfying
Yeah.
at all. Like, the most satisfaction I got from this movie was when Jason Statham was literally fighting a shark, and he wasn't even in a vehicle anymore. He was just going up with the shark and had this spear going up in the air, not in the sea anymore, shoving the spear into his eye, and literally when they were like 200 feet above sea level,
Right.
shoving the spear into him, and then just both of them falling into the water.
That's the best CG of this movie, pretty
That
much.
was fucking amazing, and
Yeah.
that was the craziest this movie got by far.
Yeah.
Like, this movie was very much set in reality up until then, and then it went fucking crazy level with that scene. Like, Jason Statham versus a giant shark, I wanted way more of.
Because we got it from maybe the best of 5 to 7 minutes of pure those two.
Maybe.
Because there's a lot of build-up to wanting to see that.
Yeah.
And like you said, it really takes off once he exits his ship. And he's forced to pretty much stab it and
That
go.
shit was the best. Or,
Yeah.
like, even when he's diving in the water by himself trying to get that tracker in the
Right.
shark, I like that shit too.
Yeah, that part was good.
Where he's getting, like, dragged by that boat when they're
Yeah.
trying to reel him back in.
Right.
That was funny.
Did you like how they, really jumping ahead here, so
Mhm.
he uses his ship to stab and cut a giant wound in its stomach, right?
Yeah, that was cool.
Yeah, using the ship, and then he pokes it, stabs it, goes for a nice ride in the air with the shark, and then as they go down, like, it's how it really dies by the sharks feeding on it.
Yeah, like, they both go down and you think Jason Statham killed the shark, so they're just both in the water. But then you see the shark, the Meg, start to move again.
Right.
But then as it's moving, there's more blood coming out of its body, and then all of the sharks just fucking fuck him. Like, just start eating him out of his wound.
That's one deep reef. Because there's a bunch of people.
It's like Aquaman just went and just, like, located 30 sharks and decided all of them should go and eat this Meg.
Right.
It was so...
That thing was particularly bad because right before Jason Statham leaves his like little submarine thing, he's like, "No, I'm gonna let Mother Nature do its course."
Mm-hmm.
Like he had a plan all along how to take this thing down.
It was symbolic in a way, like in a really stupid way, but
Right.
I just let it happen because I'm like, oh, okay, this is cool enough, I guess.
Was there actually ever 2 Megalodons?
I thought there were 3 Megalodons in this movie.
Was there?
Because the first one, okay, let me rewind this movie in my head. The first one got killed and got brought onto the boat,
Yes.
and then there's a second Megalodon that jumps up and like tears that Meg off the boat, like, no, you can't bring us back into land,
Right.
and then like brings him down. And I guess there are only 2 because that one,
They thought they killed it.
but it was a whale.
Can we talk about that real quick?
Yes, please.
Because they build these 2 baby, like mother whale and baby whale at the beginning of this movie.
Uh-huh.
And like, oh, this is so nice. It's nice and calming, and they love the whales.
Uh-huh.
And then, like, do you see this baby whale knocking on the tank? Like, hey, it's me. Where's my mom? Chomp?
Yeah.
Oh, man. That more than human death. That
That
part
got you?
got me a little bit.
See, a part of this movie made me feel really sad for the Meg.
Really?
Yeah, which normally in these monster movies, you never feel sympathy for the monster. But in this one, literally, they went down into this area of the ocean that was never seen before by humans.
Right.
So the Meg did nothing wrong. These people literally went in there, and the Meg was just checking it out, trying to like protect his territory.
Right.
But then they open up this portal to where the Meg can shoot out, and then the Meg's just like, okay, what the fuck's going on here? Like, he is never really a nuisance. He's just like, hey, I was in my own little world, and now I'm coming up, and of course I'm this giant shark. I'm going to eat shit. That's what I'm used to.
Right. But in classic shark fashion, he's never full. He's always hungry.
He's a giant fucking shark, though.
So apparently he can.
This one makes sense.
Yeah, because he eats a lot in this movie.
Yeah.
Mostly animals, but he does get a few deaths in with some humans.
Mm-hmm.
What'd you think of the whole? Is it Indonesia or Thailand where the whole beach scene takes place?
I wanted that to be so much better.
Yeah.
Like, it looked so cool in the trailers. I'm like, okay, this is gonna be fucking mass hysteria.
Right.
And there wasn't enough of that. Like, literally, the shark swam underneath them and got, like, these floatable, like, little...
rafts things.
And he just got them stuck in his fin, and then they just went, like, swimming with him.
Right.
That was weak as shit.
Yeah, and I know you don't want to play upon a lot of death here, but, like, the beach was kind of sprinkled in with lots of comedy, too. With people in the water.
That weird fat kid.
Yeah,
with
like...
the popsicle.
Right. Yeah. And then even like the little dog that I was really concerned about from the trailer.
Yeah.
Thank God he stayed alive. Like I like how they tease at the very end the dog's still alive.
I guess.
But even like the wedding that takes place on that boat, like, oh, the shark's ruining my wedding. What are you guys doing? Don't jump in the water.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or like how one on the floatable areas, there's this group of guys, and this guy kind of like takes off his sunglasses, and he's like, "Oh my god!"
Right.
And then he just looks and he sees a whole bunch of hot girls.
Yeah, exactly.
And you think it's gonna be the Meg, so it's funny,
right? Okay, so part of the ending, and Danielle brought this up because she pays attention. I mean, she pays attention more to these things than I do.
Okay.
But how many times does Jason Statham need to save a woman in a movie?
Every single time, as often as he can. Yeah.
Because he did it for his ex-wife, and he does it for his love interest, like, what, 3 times in this movie?
Yeah.
Because he's the ultimate badass in the universe?
Of course he is.
He
saves his ex-wife, and that's the only reason why he starts doing this in the first place.
Right.
And then this lady who looked at his abs and is now in love.
Can we talk about that peep scene? Was that weird?
Oh, to where, like, she went into his room to talk to him, but then she notices that he's only wrapped up in a towel. And fuck, Jason Statham has some goddamn great abs.
Right.
And, like, this V-cut. It's fucking amazing. I would look at him, too. But then she's like, oh, okay, this is inappropriate. I'll leave. So she walks out, kind of does a look back before she goes out of the door, and then closes the door. And then the door has, like, a little big, like, peephole window.
Right.
A circle window. And she's just staring for, like, 5 seconds and then starts walking away.
And then Mac walks up and he goes, yeah, I know what you're talking about.
She wants to look at that Statham, you know what I'm saying?
Pretty much.
Those ham hocks.
And then that sparks this whole, like, love interest thing between Jason and the doctor. And the daughter gets involved by saying, oh, my mom likes you too, Teehee.
Never said Teehee ever.
But it's all cheese. It's just all cheesy moments.
Yeah, but she's good at being cheesy. She's a little girl. Little girls are totally cheesy.
Okay. So I think we've kind of covered the spoilers there. But favorite scenes and least favorite scenes here, Jake.
I've already talked about my favorite scene.
Yeah? Which
Jason
is the
Statham. Yeah, versus the fucking shark, the big-ass Meg. That was the best. I have a lot of least favorite scenes, and I can't remember the majority of them because they were so forgettable, it's ridiculous.
Let me start off with one here, because one that I thought was a cop-out.
Okay.
Because it was too easy for this kind of movie.
Sure.
Because I've seen it a million times. The bad guy. Something bad happens, and he falls in the water and chomp chomp.
So Rainn Wilson, you mean?
Rainn Wilson's death.
Okay.
I've seen this movie before.
I wanted it to be more gruesome.
Me too.
That's the one that I wanted to go over the top.
Right.
And it just wasn't.
It's just a simple chomp. And they actually tease that he's going to live, and then chomp chomp. Yeah, some other least favorite scenes that kind of came up for me. Scene with the dad's death, or the main doctor's death. Cause the
doctor?
Yeah, the father.
Okay, yeah, that was horrible. That was stupid.
The way he died, it shows him talking to his daughter in most tropey fashion possible. It's like, oh, I'm sorry, you were better than me at being a scientist.
Uh-huh.
And then it cuts to her, it cuts back to him, and his eyes are closed, like, side head. Like,
yeah.
It didn't even show him die, it just showed him cut away.
Very dumb.
Like, he couldn't act it out, So they cut away, shows the daughter's face, and go back to him, and he's dead.
Yeah.
Me and Brent were just dying at that
Okay.
part.
Was that the crying you were talking about that was bad?
Yeah, from the Asian actress.
Okay, because I have a worse crying
What's that?
nominee. When Ruby Rose
Oh, yes!
gets out of the water and just does not... She tries to cry and cannot at all because she
Yeah.
can show no emotion because she's this badass hacker.
She pretty much just squinches her face and...
She tries her damnedest.
Yeah.
But even though she's soaking wet, you can tell she's not crying.
Yeah.
It's so bad.
That scene was pretty cringing, too.
Yeah.
Ugh.
That's probably my worst scene.
I
just because,
totally
like,
forgot about that.
if this looks this bad, why keep this part in the film? Like, you can tell that she's sad without a close-up of her trying to cry.
Did it feel too long?
This movie?
Yeah.
I think it was like close to 2 hours, wasn't it?
Yeah, but it still felt a little bit long.
The first half hour of this movie kept on dragging on and on.
Yeah. And, just as a trope or plot point in this movie, as a 90s wannabe, I feel like this movie is,
Mm-hmm.
about the whole point of Jason Statham lost his men, but he saved 11. And we're
Yeah.
going to bring him back for that.
Yeah, some of these men that he saved should have had his back, like, against the crazy the doctor who thinks he's crazy.
Right.
Because they saw that, like, hey, I saved 11 men, and I know that I left 3, but if we would have tried to save the 3, literally the fucking premises exploded.
Right.
And I'm guessing everybody on the ship would have saw that, including the doctor who thinks he's crazy.
Right.
Makes no fucking sense at all.
And they're using that as a plot point to
Yeah.
why he left diving.
And then in this movie, when Hero dies,
Oh, yeah, yeah.
the Lee Bing Bang thinks the same thing. Like, oh, hey, you are the exact same way. I don't know why I thought you were hot.
Right.
It's so stupid. You're just in it for yourself. It's all you care about. It's just like, no. Again, the exact same thing happened. Like, he left one person to die, except this time it was Hero's choice so they could get out of there. But the fucking premises exploded again.
Right.
The sad part is this movie's directed by John Turteltaw.
What's he...
He directed the National Treasure movies,
Really?
which are like good trash movies.
Yeah.
I wouldn't even count them as trash movies.
Disney's still a Disney property, right?
Yeah,
So there's some value to them.
yeah. But like the past 15 years, he hasn't directed a lot of good movies.
Oh, really?
I think his last movie was Last Vegas. If you
Oh,
remember that, a whole bunch
yeah.
of old fogies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yikes.
So, the main reason why he wanted to come on was because the script that was originally there was like a really brutal R-rated script.
Oh,
And at the 11th hour, they decided to try to do PG-13.
yeah.
So both the director and Jason Statham didn't do like any press for this movie.
No, he
Because-
really didn't.
He was pissed about how this movie went from an R to PG-13.
13.
This movie's been trying to get made for like 10 years. Eli Roth was originally connected to it.
Oh, wow.
I guess not originally. He was the one before Turteltaw joined. And the only reason why Eli Roth left is because they didn't know if they wanted to do hard R. And Eli Roth, director of Hostel and Green Inferno and all that shit,
Yeah.
he really wanted hard R. So he's like, if there's even a smidgen of a chance you guys are going to change this, I'm out. So he left, Turteltaw got on. But there was this was like 8 years ago, Del Toro was connected to this.
Oh, really?
So that would have been a really fucking weird-ass movie. But he likes big monster movies, so that would have been cool too.
Yeah, this movie started off as a really great concept.
Yeah.
And then we got here.
I felt like they just had this movie in the works for so long that it just turned into this generic meh pile.
Pretty much.
I don't know, there's nothing original to here. It's just like so many cliches that the whole movie just feels like a cliche.
All right.
Yeah, that was depressing, John.
Yep. Before we jump back to the review section, I want to keep this in the spoiler section just because we can compare it to The Meg.
Okay.
But Jake, between the two of us, let's try to form a top 5 shark movies of all time.
Okay, you're gonna have 5 shark movies to name. I'm gonna say something that I'm not proud of right now.
Okay, let's...
I have to say this, and I hate to say this.
Okay.
I've never seen Jaws.
You've never seen Jaws?
I've never seen the movie Jaws, and it's one of those movies to where like I feel like I know this movie already, that I don't need to see it.
You know what's so hard about going back and watching Jaws?
What's that?
So slow.
Yeah?
It is so slow. I mean, there's something there to watch,
Mm-hmm.
but
I've just always heard this movie's a classic, and this is what made Spielberg, but I guess I'll even say, like, Spielberg is, like, 50-50 for me.
Yeah.
I either hate it or love it.
I'm not a big Jaws fan.
No?
No, but I can and to me, the Jaws is like, oh, this is overhype of a shark situation.
So is this not number one on our list? It has to be, like, at a fault, right? Like, this is...
As a default?
Yeah,
because,
it's like...
Because it's the shark movie?
Yeah, when you think of shark movie, you think of Jaws. Is that not in your top 5?
Maybe because I'm a 90s kid? No.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Deep Blue Sea?
Deep Blue Sea would be my number 1, man.
I've never seen this either.
You never seen Deep Blue Sea?
No, John, I haven't.
Genetically smart sharks?
No.
LL Cool J?
Yeah, he made a rap video. I've seen the rap video for Deep Blue Sea with
Oh,
LL
really?
Cool J, where he literally, like, anamorphs from LL Cool J into a shark.
Yes.
It's so ridiculous. Like, he raps about his blue hat looking like a shark's fin, and that's when he anamorphs.
Yep.
It's so fucking stupid.
I can see that. Audience, you may hate me for this, but I would say Deep Blue Sea number 1. Jaws, maybe 2.
This is your list. I'm fine. I will add...
You're along for the ride?
Yeah, I'll add what I can. Wait. Open Water.
Oh, yeah, Open Water.
Have you seen Open Water?
Yeah. It's okay.
I liked it a lot.
Did you?
When I saw it. I was in high school when I saw it,
Okay.
but I was a big fan of it. I would put that at number 3.
Want to put that number 3?
I really liked Open Water, yeah.
Okay, so Deep Blue Sea, Jaws, Open Water.
Yep.
Want to do the Meg?
Sure.
Or the Meg number 4?
Why the fuck not?
And I'll throw in Jaws 2.
What? Why?
It's so bad.
I haven't seen Jaws, but I've seen Jaws 2.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because my wife is big into Jaws franchise, and like whenever she's huge into Shark Week and everything, but whenever there's like a shark movie on, she'll just throw it on, and Jaws 2 is randomly on. That movie's horrible, John.
Oh yeah, but that's actually
yeah.
That's not uncommon among shark movies. All right, to recap our list, favorite top 5 shark movies of me and Jake's diversive shark experience. First one, Deep Blue Sea, Jaws.
Deep Blue Sea over Jaws.
What was the third one you suggested?
Open Water.
Open Water. Then we had The Meg and Jaws 2.
Jaws 2.
There's the Super Media All-Stars top 5 shark movies that you probably don't have to check out.
Fucking fight me on it.
I'm even sure. Go looking for some bad afternoon watching. Go check out some of those movies. All right, Jake, let's just go ahead and jump into the review portion of our show. Let's go ahead and kick it off with some opening night numbers.
Sounds good.
So The Meg pulled in $4 million on its Thursday.
Is that more than what Christopher Robin did?
Christopher Robin only pulled in like 1.5. $4 million opening Thursday. We're going into its opening weekend. To compare, Pacific Rim, whatever the newest one was called,
Uprising,
pulled in 3.5 and opened to like a $32 million weekend.
Sure.
So, closest movie around this budget. Jake, in standard Super Media All-Star fashion,
Yes.
let's take our predictions on what The Meg can pull in on its opening weekend.
Well, I know it's projected to make 20 to 22 million.
That's so bad.
Well, that's really low if it made 4 million on Thursday.
Yeah. And what's it got? It's got Mission Impossible to compete with still. It's
Yeah.
got Christopher Robin, maybe.
Yeah, but this movie is like its own beast.
Yeah, and this is like
Pun
the
intended.
definition of summer flick.
Yeah.
I'm going to go a little bit higher here.
Okay.
I'll go 34.
I think I'm going to play conservatively, and I will do 21.
Wow. Yeah. Okay.
I'll go right in the middle of the projections, but I don't want to go over.
Yeah.
You know? So I'll lowball it, see what happens.
It's not really competing other than with Black Klansman, but like you said, it's a very small release for that movie.
Does that come out this week?
I think it did.
Oh my
Because
god.
reviews are flooding in.
Oh my god.
So either it was an early screening or it's out.
Why didn't we see that instead of the Meg?
Yeah, well.
Oh, we're fuckers.
Yeah,
God damn it.
we're bad movie choice people.
We messed up.
All right, let's talk about what the reviews have been for The Meg. People are flocking to see this movie. They're not. They're really not.
They're coming in waves.
Whoa! Okay, Metacritic is sitting at 45 with the critics. The user rating sit at 5.3, which I didn't really do comparisons to other shark movies, but I
That's
feel
fine.
like that's probably on point.
Yeah.
Rotten Tomatoes is sitting at 50% with critics and a 62 with users. I think like these user ratings are coming with people who appreciate this genre. Because this movie, I don't think this genre has ever done remotely anything good with reviewers.
No.
Actual critics. So, that being said, let's jump into our own 5-star reviews. Me and Jake will give our thoughts, and we got some Super Media All-Stars participants. We'll throw in some thoughts in there as well. I'll go ahead and kick it off. Everything considered with this movie, I give it a solid 2.
Okay.
I don't think you need to see this movie. But if you do, there's elements to appreciate.
Mhm.
Like we talked about, the CG, pacing is really bad, and if you can stomach a giant anything monster animal movie, you probably have a taste for this kind of film. But still, you know what you're getting into. They're not good films. The Meg is no exception. Solid 2.
Sure. This movie reminds me of 2 rock movies that came out this year.
Okay.
Rampage and Skyscraper. I gave both of those a 3, even though I'm kicking myself. I should have gave Skyscraper a 2.5 out of 5, but I gave it a 3 like a dumbass, and that's what I'm at now. I would say Meg is better. I would say it's on par with Skyscraper, but worse than Rampage. Rampage knew what it was, and it was a dumb fun movie.
Yeah.
The Meg should be dumb fun, but half of the movie takes itself way too seriously that it just kind of pulled me out.
And that's really unfortunate.
Yeah, it very much is, because the promotion for this movie makes it think like, oh, this is going to be a fun summer flick where you don't have to think and you're just going to see this shark tear shit up.
Right.
And that's really not the case.
Because they actually try to throw in some acting here, which, no, doesn't really work.
No, I don't care about this man who has an ex-wife who needs to get back into the
Dating.
fucking swing of things with the dating pool. I think I'm going to give it a 2.5.
Wow.
It's on par with Skyscraper. You can watch it if you're a fan, but I wouldn't recommend it to anybody.
Yeah,
I really wouldn't.
Like,
Unless you're like 3 sheets to the wind. Like if you're super drunk, this could be fun, but skip to the last half. Like the main reason why I'm giving it even a 2.5, like I'd probably be a 2 with you,
yeah,
if not for like the last third.
sure,
The last third was fun enough to bump it up a half star.
sure.
Because like the first third of the movie, I was at 1.5, and it constantly got it like a half star better
Yeah.
as the movie went.
As avid moviegoers as we are, this is the kind of movie I walked away from feeling I took a bullet here
Okay.
as a non-professional reviewer.
Yeah, if I were not doing a podcast about this movie, I would not have seen this movie.
Right. All right, so Brent joined us for this. Brent weighs in his thoughts here. Brent says, it's a solid 3. It was stupid, but a fun summer flick. The Meg falls into my category that I call Transformer flick in the fact that it has a terrible dialogue and interactions between the characters almost awkward at times. It's almost always awkward in this movie.
Yeah.
Where it makes up for it is in the action. Action was good and entertaining. It felt like a B movie with a really high budget.
Yeah, that's another reason why I gave it a 2.5 instead of a 2. The CGI was phenomenal.
I just hope its budget doesn't... I mean, the budget could kill it.
Yeah, I put this, for our box office summer showdown, I put this as my boondoggle. Because $150 million budget for this fucking thing?
Yeah.
No way. It's going to make the majority of its money in China. No doubt.
Danielle weighs in. She saw it with us as well. 2. I had good graphics, and some of the characters made me laugh. Not intentionally. I think it's just the acting. So while a terrible movie, there were qualities that weren't deplorable. A so bad that it makes you laugh kind of movie. I think we experienced that plenty of times during this movie.
Definitely.
Like, they were trying to be serious, but it's just so bad. We just share a chuckle. Brent was dying at parts in this movie.
I don't know if they were for good reasons or not.
No, probably not. Like, there was plenty of times in this movie where Brent was just flat out laughing by himself.
It's just so it's so stupid.
Okay, Jake, let's jump into the last portion of our show, and that is, we don't really have a hardcore trivia person here tonight.
Yeah, how are we going to do this? There's 2 of us.
Yeah, so with the predicament that we're in, I found this nice quiz via the interwebs.
Oh, wow.
It's called, Are These Real Sci-Fi Shark Movies or Crazy Made-Up Bullshit?
Okay.
So, in classic, I want to call it BuzzFeed or these generic internet quizzes, I'm going to read you a title of a movie, and I had to click true or false, and we're going to figure out how many we can get right.
Okay.
Jake, what do you want to call this segment?
Yeah, the segment's going to be called Chomp or Chum.
Chomp or Chum. Okay, Jake, let's kick it off with the first one here, and that is going to be, is Ghost Shark a real movie?
I would venture to say yes. This sounds like a dumb enough premise to be on sci-fi.
It sounds stupid enough, so I'm going to agree.
Yep.
Let's say real. Oh God, it is real.
Okay,
oh
good.
God, yikes.
Info.
It just said, so the picture on the internet shows a ghost shark eating a kid on a slip and slide. Oh God, it's so bad.
That looks stupid as
Yeah,
shit.
if you want to play along, this is on what terrible website? Splinter. Splinter's quiz on are these sci-fi sharks real? Jump or Number 2, avalanche sharks.
No, that sounds fake as fuck. No way.
I think this is real.
Why?
Because I can remember, I swore someone told me about a movie with snow sharks.
That sounds so stupid.
I'm okay with going fake. Want to go fake?
It's called Avalanche Sharks.
Yeah.
That doesn't even sound like a good title.
All right. Let's go with fake.
I'm faking it.
It was real.
Oh no.
Yikes.
I've got to see these pictures.
This one shows a shark going through the snow with girls running.
All of these look like they had a budget that they found in their pocket. It looks
Yes.
so bad.
Yikes. Jump or Alright, number 3. Shark vs. Alien. This is fake.
Okay.
If they're referencing Alien,
Yeah, that
no
sounds
way
fake.
Alien would go down this low.
Well, it's just like a generic alien. It's not like Ridley Scott's alien.
You don't think so?
No.
Okay, let's go fake.
I'm okay with that.
It was fake.
Okay, I was gonna say.
Oof.
They all can't be real.
Jump or Alright, number 4. Hammerhead Shark Frenzy.
Yeah, that sounds like a movie.
I think
That's
this is
just-
fake.
You think it's fake?
Yeah.
I was gonna say real.
Hammerheads don't get their own movies.
Why not?
Because you always play with great whites. Always.
Hammerheads look way more brutal than great whites. They've got the crazy eyes.
Do they deserve their own movies, though?
I would say if they had a budget of $1,000, yes.
You want to go real?
I want to go real on this.
Okay.
Hammerhead Shark Frenzy.
You went real on the last one. It was wrong.
A Shark vs. Alien I thought was fake. Number 1.
Oh, that's true. You thought Avalanche Shark was real.
Yeah,
Or was fake.
I thought it was fake.
Okay.
I think this one sounds real.
Alright, I'll hit real. Let's see what we get here. Oh, it was real.
Yes.
Oh, the graphics are so bad.
They're going to be bad on all
Yeah,
of these.
I guess it's sci-fi. Yeah.
That looks like if the Street Sharks were real life.
Exactly.
That should be a thing. Like, you know how Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles had like a real world trilogy?
Yeah.
Like a live action trilogy?
Yeah.
This looks like a
Those
Street
are
Sharks
like
movie.
that.
Street Sharks are underrated, by the way. I like them quite a lot.
Yeah? It's
Yeah.
only a short-lived cartoon.
Yeah.
Jump or this one's definitely real. I've heard of this. Jersey Shore Shark Attack.
Yeah, it's real.
It's real.
Real fucking stupid.
Correct. And we got the cast of the Jersey Shore. How great.
That's stupid.
Blood Shark 2. Age of Blood Shark.
That's gotta be fake.
Yeah, I never heard of Blood Shark 1.
Blood Shark.
Yep.
That's fake.
Alright, let's go with fake. It was fake.
Good.
Nice. Number 7. Sharks Take Manhattan.
That's gotta be fake, too. Like, they're playing off of Jason Takes Manhattan in Friday the 13th Part
Yeah,
8.
I think it's too specific.
I would think so, too.
Alright, let's go fake.
It's real!
It was fake!
Okay, good.
Nice.
Good.
This seems real to me. Number 8, Dino Shark. Come on, that seems real.
I could see that. Okay, I don't know if this is going to pop up on your list or not, but I did see, I put it on my Instagram today. There's a movie called Jurassic Shark.
Oh,
Instead of
really?
Jurassic Park. And it had the logo that looked like the Jurassic Park logo.
It was a shark?
Yeah.
Of course.
It was clever.
What a rip.
I
What a
liked
rip.
it.
What a rip off.
Yeah, so it's Dino Shark.
Yeah.
Fucking Christ.
Want to go real for Dino Shark?
Yes.
It was real! And the shark's got the Tyrannosaurus Rex from Jurassic Park head on it.
Oh my god.
Yikes, how bad.
Isn't the Mega Dino Shark?
Yeah, but it actually looks like a shark. This one looks like
No, it does.
This one looks like a T-Rex with a shark with a T-Rex head.
Yeah, that looks bad. I don't know if you know the Dreamcast game called Seaman,
No.
but it looks a lot like that.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it looks stupid. That's like a trout with a human head. This is like a shark with a dino head. It looks really fucking bad.
Yikes. Chomp. Or Alright, number 9. Sand sharks.
That's gotta be real.
Real? I'll buy it.
I would think so.
Oh, it was real. Oh, that's a scandalous picture for a nice quiz. We got a woman in a bikini getting eaten by a sand shark. Because sharks, why not get they sand and swim?
Mm-hmm.
So, why not? Number 10. Jake, a shark train.
Shark Train has to be false.
You think so?
How would that realistically happen? A shark train?
If it's like train underwater.
Why would that be a thing, John?
I could see a movie where sci-fi builds like this underwater train, but sharks attack it.
Shark Train.
But I'm okay with going fake. That sounds pretty bad.
That sounds generic as shit, yeah.
Let's go fake. It was fake.
Okay, good.
Nice.
Shark Train, come on.
So that was number 10. We only missed one so far. Doing pretty good.
Doing very good.
Chomp. Or Alright, this one, number 11. White House Shark Attack. That has to be false.
I would say fake.
You would say fake?
I would say fake.
It was fake.
Thank
nice. We're in a good mess here. Shark, number 12. Shark Nest Monster.
That's gotta be real.
You think so?
That sounds amazing.
Let's go real. Oh, it was fake.
Shark Nest Monster?
Why is that movie not made?
That needs to be made. I will never watch it, but it's a hell of a title.
Imagine a bunch of Irish actors around this lake, and they think they're discovering the Loch Ness Monster, but it's a shark.
I'm trying to think of a pun off Nessie, but I can't.
The movie writes itself.
It does.
How is this not made? Come on, sci-fi, get with it. What else are you doing these days? Chomp. Or Alright, number 13. Swamp Shark.
That's gotta be real.
You think so?
Yeah.
Survey says it was real.
Okay, good.
Nice. This guy's in trouble. Uh-oh, Swamp Shark.
That is horrible.
Yeah. That looks like a Photoshop picture.
That's a guy grimacing in pain, and all you see is just like bloody shark teeth. He's like, oh, I'm about to get eaten. I better make the stupidest face possible.
Just remember, folks, Splinter News, Shark Quiz. Get there. All right. Oh boy. Number 14. Shark Squeedo? Squeedo? Like a mosquito with a shark? Sharkskeedo.
Sharkskeedo. Sharkskeedo. So what, is this like a shark with a giant fucking nose?
Maybe? I have no idea.
Why would you need a giant mosquito nose if you're in the ocean?
Or there's a whole bunch of little tiny sharks with wings, and they suck your
No.
blood.
So a whole bunch of tiny sharks.
Yeah. I'm gonna go false.
I'm gonna go false too.
Yeah. It was false.
Okay, good.
Woo.
I want to see a picture of that though.
I like to see that too.
Yeah.
Little tiny sharks with wings.
Uh-huh. Now I'm intrigued.
Yeah. Make the movie, Jake. You can do it. Chomp. Or number 15. Cyber Shark.
That's true.
That's true.
That's a laser beam for an eye or some shit.
Oh, it was false.
Cyber Shark is false?
Cyber Shark is false.
Wow. Fuck Sharkskeedo. Cyber Shark. That's the future.
Get there, folks.
Moneymaker.
16. Mega Shark versus Crocosaurus.
That's 100% true.
Is it?
Yep.
It was. Oh, God.
Yeah, this looks fucking horrible.
This is Photoshop at its best. It's a giant shark, crocodile head coming out of a stadium.
Yeah. The CGI in this is god-awful.
It looks like it.
Yeah.
Yikes. Number 17. Shark in Venice.
Shark in Venice.
I'm going to say fake. It's too specific once again.
So they're just going in the little alleyways.
Uh-huh.
Little, like, where rowboats
Gondolier,
go.
yeah.
Yeah. I'm going to say true.
You going to say true?
I'm going to say true.
All right, Jake. I'll give it to you.
You shouldn't.
I'm going to say false. It was real.
Yes.
Good call. And, yep.
Well, that just makes sense. There's
Yeah.
a place for sharks to go.
Yep, because it's ocean water swimming through there.
Might as well. Is there one called sewer sharks?
Yes, we haven't come across it yet.
Hmm.
Be another good one. All right, number 18. Apocalypse Shark.
What?
I feel like that's real.
What does that even mean?
It's apocalypse and there's sharks everywhere.
So there are so many sharks that they made the apocalypse occur.
Yes. That has to be real.
I would say that's fake as fuck.
You get the final call, so we're gonna go.
Why do I get the final call?
I mean, I'm just looking at this. So.
That sounds like the fakest fake thing I've ever heard.
It was fake, so
Okay.
good call.
Apocalypse shark. That sounds stupid. Is there a colon?
No.
That's totally fake.
That sounds number 19. Olympic-sized shark. That sounds like the laziest movie ever.
It's an Olympic-sized pool, but inside that pool it's a shark.
And it eats only Olympic swimmers.
Oh my god.
This has got to be false.
Okay. I want to go true so bad, but I will do false. It's probably false.
It was false.
Okay, good. Olympic-sized shark. That's just lazy.
I know this one, so I'll let you answer first.
Okay.
Number 20, the final one is two-headed shark attack.
I would say that's true. I would guess. But if you know, you better answer.
I think it's true, too.
Okay.
It is true. Oh, that's the best picture we've seen, even though the shark looks like garbage. It's two shark heads eating two bodies at the same time.
I don't know if you've ever seen Reboot or like the Donkey Kong animated series, but it's that animation. It looks so fucking bad.
Right. It looks like there's people inside the shark heads, like, animating it. Yeesh.
Oh my god. The shark genre is ridden with horrible movies.
And there's plenty here. So, Jake, out of 20, we got...
How many of these did we chomp, John?
1, 2, 3... We got 4 that were Chum, and 16 that were Chomp. So that's not bad,
That's really good.
considering we both have lack of shark knowledge.
Yeah.
That has been Super Many All-Stars, Chomp or Chum. Chomp or That being said, that's been episode 55 of Super Media All-Stars. You can find us on all kinds of social media. The first one being Facebook, Super Media All-Stars. Please like and follow us there. You can find us on Twitter at SMAS Pod. You can find us on Instagram at Super Media All-Stars.
You can find me on Instagram at Steelbook Obsessed. I think the next month, I have a whole bunch of video game related movies, so I'm going to be posting those.
Nice.
Yeah, it should be a fun time. Some of it's YouTube stuff, some of it's really shitty animated cartoons.
Some of it's probably really bad too if they're actual video game movies.
Yeah, no, the Wizard will definitely be in there.
Oh, for sure.
For sure, just sprinkled in. But I think next week is our 1 year anniversary.
Yeah, we still got some planning to do for that.
Yeah, we have no idea what we're gonna do, but we have to do something, right?
Yeah, we got to get the crew back together.
Hopefully, we can get as many people as possible.
Yeah, we'll be doing this. Won't be a standard podcast. It won't be. I don't think we're gonna label it as an episode. It's gonna be a 1 year anniversary special.
That's fine.
So we'll see how many people we can pull in for that. It's gonna be a nice podcast of trivia and games. We'll get some different games in there for you guys to enjoy. We're gonna enjoy it, so it's gonna be a good time.
Hopefully, each person can bring their own game, and I don't mean to hype this up or anything, but I've had this game in the can for 2 months.
Wow.
I have been prepared for this moment for a long time, John.
Nice. Good.
And I know I've been bringing games to this show every once in a while, and I almost busted it out, but I was like, no, gotta save it for the 1 year special.
Yep. I'm looking forward to it. It's gonna be great. You can check out so many All Stars on all kinds of podcast services. You can find us on Apple. You can find us on iTunes. You can find us on Google Play, Stitcher Radio, iHeartRadio, anywhere you listen to podcasts other than Spotify. You will find Super Media All Stars. Jake, we did it. We made it through our 1-on-1. We talked some sharks.
It was interesting, yeah.
We talked some. It wasn't the best movie to talk about 1-on-1. We didn't go too deep here.
Nope, we stayed in the kiddie pool on this one, John.
Pretty much.
Yep.
Bare bones here.
I kept
folks.
my floaties on.
And as well you should.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you for joining me, Jake. Audience, thanks for listening. We'll see you next time.
McGruber!
Game over, man. Game over.
Bye-bye.
I am out of here.